right. Hey, this is the Insightful Caveman. I'm coming to you from the cave, and this one's going to be a little bit different. I thought one thing that I really like is I like music. I like some, uh, hard rock, metal, um, stuff like that. I mean, that's what I listened to when I was young, and it's still it's still something I love today. Um, Huge Metallica fan. Um, and actually a really big Rage Against the Machine fan. Although politically, I'm very different from them. Um, but as far as the sound and um, the music and all that, I just latched onto that as soon as I heard it. Of course, that was a long time ago, uh, back in the '90s. So anyway, yeah, I this is musicians talking about new metal and whether they like or hate it. And I just have some thoughts. So hopefully this video works and stay tuned.
I think that the metal rap thing completely sucks ass. I don't get it, and I don't want to get it, and I don't really mind if I don't get it. I think it's
All right. So I don't know. I disagree. I disagree with him. But honestly, I liked Green Day, but I don't know. They just seem like everybody else to me. They're here to make some bucks, and I don't know. I find that musicians putting each other down is kind of weird, but whatever. All right, we got Billy Corgan.
fantastic. I think the more people are cross-pollinated between different musical styles, it not only has musical implications, but it has cultural ones as well.
For better or worse, Rage Against the Machine seems to have planted the seeds for the genre that sprung up known as new metal.
All right, so this is Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine, and I think he's right. When Rage Against the Machine came out, they were not like anything else that anyone had heard, as far as I know, and they kind of still aren't like anything else that you've heard. Uh, the music is just super good. I know it's hard for some people to hear. It's you have to have the right ear for it to like it. But Tom Morello is a master on the guitar. Uh, everything about that group, from the rap style singing to the the hard rock, metal part of the music, to all the crazy guitar tricks, um, and new sounds that nobody else does. It was pretty special.
My apologies. Uh, I mean, because here I will tell you what happened. Though I can tell you exactly what happened. Rage Against the Machine was a band that had great riffs and sort of created a genre and a global fan base that then Rage Against the Machine did not serve. We made
That's absolutely true. Uh, they they didn't produce a ton of music. Uh, the songs they had were like gold. Although there are a few that honestly I just hated. I couldn't switch the song fast enough. Um, Too much it for me, too much bad language and stuff like that. But also some of them just uh, there's some that sounded like they were trying, and they were really uh it was something they loved. And there was some stuff that it was just, hey, we need to kick out another couple of tracks for this album. That's just my opinion. I think everybody has that a little bit. Um, and maybe those are things that they love, and then it just doesn't play well with the fans. I don't know.
we made a record every 4 years, you know, and in that gap, I remember people at our records company going like, if only there would be bands that sounded like Rage Against the Machine, but sang about girls and showed up for video shoots and, you know, and did sort of the stuff in the game. And lo and behold, a genre was born. We've never considered ourselves to have anything to do with that genre, and there's a lot of great music in that genre, a lot of great musicians in it. But the ethos of it tended to be much more kind of misogynist in nature, anti-women, fratty, and there was a political and intellectual content to Rage Against the Machine that is singular in that sort of broad genre of music that I'd like to keep clean.
As far as labeling Slipknot a new metal thing, I think that really kind of came down to A, the timing when we came out, and B, the fact that we were still kind of using a lot of like hip hop elements and whatnot.
All right, so Slipknot. I avoided these guys like the plague when they came out. I don't know. It just didn't appeal to me. Their whole thing with the masks and all that. Uh, I don't know. Some of their music is really good. Um, it's not exactly my style, but it just is kind of weird, and you can see it right here in this video. So I guess I'm a little more old school than some of these guys are.
But I think honestly, we were more of a precursor to what they called the new wave of American heavy metal. We're mentioned in the same breath as Korn, as Deftones, as all of these White Zombie, Rob Zombie. I mean, those are good names to be associated with. They're still around.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Rob Zombie, who was also part of White Zombie, Korn.
Around doing it. There's some of my good friends, and they're still pushing the boundaries musically. Korn and Deftones, especially. Deftones with White Pony, it was night and day from what they had done with Around the Fur or even the first album. So it was almost like they allowed bands like us and a ton of other bands to be able to to have the freedom to explore.
I love the riffs. I love that guitar player dressing up and looking like an alien. I think that's awesome. And I love the attitude. You want to break some tonight. How about your fucking face? Who can't relate to that?
What do Tool think of the new breed of sports metal acts with their big shorts and accompanying DJs such as Linkin Park?
It's kind of hard to really put those things in a category of band. It's more like you almost have to, if there's like another Billboard chart. Band? No, they're like Slip Biscuit or whatever that stuff is. There should be like a separate Billboard chart that has to do with clever marketing plans. So like McDonald's be right up there with McNuggets. Then like, those bands you mentioned would be up there. That's how those should be rated. That's that kind of a chart. They shouldn't really be on a music chart.
Yeah, mix it with stepping, and then it kind of sounds bigger.
Are you influenced by Ryan Martin?
Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so I love the bass guitar. That sounded really cool. And yeah, there's there's a ton of like new ways to play the same old instruments that have come out, since, it doesn't have to stuff doesn't have to stay the same. Things evolve, things change. Um I don't like the term new metal. It sounds like, I don't know, what was that? It's like Crystal Pepsi, you know? Nobody needs or wants that. Nobody needs or wants anything called new metal. How about if we just there's got to be some new term for it. But we're way down the road on new metal. It's I guess it's a thing, but that riff there was cool.
Yeah. This brudang thing is now a meme. This guy definitely stepped over all limits which were before him, and managed to implement a number of new techniques, and not only just pure techniques, but also ways musically playing some scales and notes, which are not had not been used before him.
Ah, what does the guys with the dreads does?
I'm the DJ, bitch.
Yo, I'm the singer, rapper. I could do both, son.
Rap rock band with the DJ.
Yeah, that's us, motherfucker.
Somebody tell this band what year it is.
They're kidding. He just means the business is tough. That's all.
I mean, I haven't heard a no from you guys, and I don't like anything about you. That's what I mean.
Everything I do with rhythm.
Oh man, that was funny. Tommy Lee. I don't know. Tommy Lee. So many conflicted thoughts about this guy. All right, I just had to cut myself off because I was just talking about how much I dislike Tommy Lee, and that's not productive. Who cares? I mean, is he relevant? No, hasn't been in a very long time. Not in my book anyway. So, I don't know. I think that's it. New metal. I don't know if you like it or not, but people have their opinions. I think when it comes down to it, you just like what you like. I mean, I I was, or I still am, a huge Metallica fan, but it doesn't mean that uh, I can't listen to Imagine Dragons. I love those guys, and I can play them with my kids in the car, and I don't have any issues with that. None of the language or weird subject matter, mostly. Um, like one genre of music. Do you have to be tied down to one thing? No, not really. If you're a musician, I don't even feel like musicians need to be tied down to one single thing. Um, there may be like something that's in their wheelhouse that they're really good at, that's their passion, but if they want to explore, other things, then they should do that. Of course, the the wrath of the fans is still an issue, but whatever. Just enjoy what you enjoy, and that's it. So this is the Insightful Caveman. That's it for this video. Please like, share, subscribe, uh, ring the bell, or whatever other YouTube people say. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.